Hello, everybody. Welcome to Opening. I mean your amazing friend, Happiness. Okay, so today we want to talk about something. A teenager is asking a question, and he's asking that, okay, ever since he has been a teenager, starting from the age of 13, he has never had the desire to have sex. Of course, he has been seeing some of his friends, his peers, having the urge for sex, but he has never felt that way before. So he's asking, is it normal, or is he even normal? Is he a normal human being? Of course, you are normal. Yes, it is normal. However, there are some factors that can be responsible for this. Obviously, God kept it there, but of course, it is normal for you not to feel it yet because there are factors responsible for this. And of course, I'll be taking us through the journey of the factors that are responsible for this. I just want to sit back and listen to me. But at the same time, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like this video. And your comment too is very, very important. So thank you. So as I was saying, there are factors responsible for this. We have the biological factors, the psychological factors, and the social factor. So under the biological factors, I'll be taking us through a particular journey quickly. So we have the hormonal levels. Now, I want to tell you that variations in hormonal levels differs from teenagers to teenagers. It depends on the kind of hormones in your body and how they develop. So it varies. It is not same for every other person. It's not same for everybody. It is not general. It varies. And also, I'm talking about the physical health. Certain medical conditions or medications can affect the libido. Now, I'm taking us through the journey of biological factors. So, a medication can also be responsible for the lack of urge for intimacy that you're having presently. Another thing that might also be responsible for is another the biological factors is genetics. Yes, it might be something you inherit, probably from your parents or probably from somebody in your lineage. So, that's another factor that might be responsible for it. Now, I want us to go through the journey of psychological factors. What can be responsible for this psychologically? Now, it has to do with your mental health, probably depression, probably anxiety, probably trauma. That's another thing that might even affect your desire for intimacy as a teenager. And also, another thing that can affect your desire for intimacy as a person psychologically is your body image. How do you perceive yourself? And there are some persons that they feel that they are not better, they are not good, they are not wonderful, or probably they're shapeless, or probably there's nobody that can like them, nobody that can cherish them, that can be attracted to them and all. So it depends on your body image, it depends on how you feel about yourself and what you think about yourself. And of course, what you think about yourself goes a long way and it also affects who you are. It affects your whole existence as a person. Now, the social and environmental factor. Under the social and environmental factor, I'd just like to quickly take us through 3 journeys. Now, it's talking about your cultural and your religious beliefs. There are some religious beliefs that they believe that, okay, of course, just like Christians now will believe that sex before marriage is wrong. And of course, that is the perspective of God about sex. So now, if you're a kind of person that you've believed that since while you were young, and thank God you grew from a Christian home, they've already told you that even right from where you are young, it's possible that mindset or that understanding might even kill or affect your desire for intimacy as a teenager. And also, family and peer influence. Family attitudes towards sex is also part of it. Probably what you've seen your family members, what you've seen your parents, what you've seen your cousins, what you've seen your siblings do, their reaction towards intimacy. How do they react to it? What are the things they've said in your presence towards intimacy? But there are even some persons that they don't even have any good idea about sex on its own. They don't even have anything good to say about it. So probably you've heard something like that, or you've experienced something like that. So there's high possibility that your desire for intimacy might not be there as a teenager or as a person. And also, I want to talk about education and awareness. lack of information or education about it can also contribute to your lack of interest. Probably you've never experienced somebody talking to you about something called intimacy before. You've never heard of it before. You never even heard something that has to do with that before. Of course, you might just believe that there's nothing like that that exists. So it's possible. So now, under the personal factors, I've taken us through the social and environmental factors. So under the personal factors, what are the things that are responsible for it? The things that are responsible for it under the personal factors are the individual differences, and at the same time sexuality. So what I'm trying to talk about here is sometimes your hobbies, your likes might even take away your desire for intimacy. And at the same time, when I'm talking about sexuality, I'm talking about probably you're a kind of person that you don't even from the onset desire for intimacy. And that is what we call them. They are interpreted as people that don't desire for intimacy at anything. In fact, if they have the opportunity to go into it or to have sex, it's not because they desire for it, but because probably they just felt, okay, let me just enjoy it and let me just do this thing. Now, the fifth one, and it's going to be the last one that I want us to look into today, is the developmental factors. And this talk about the stage of development in persons. Stage of development in persons varies depending on how God has created us to develop. There are some children that they start menstruating at the age of 12, while some they will get to the age of 15 before they start menstruating. Likewise, there are some children that they will start developing front side, probably right from the age of 11, while some will even get to the age of 14 before they start developing the front side. And at the same time, for the male gender too. So what I'm saying is, if you've not started feeling that kind of urge as a teenager, probably what is telling on you is a development factor, stage of development. So however, as a person, if you know that you've not started noticing or you've not started seeing the development that you should be seeing on your body at this certain age, it's very important for you to speak out, tell your parents about it, and also ensure you visit a professional. Probably you go to the hospital about this. And also, I want you to know that sex in itself is not a sin, but it is the use of it that makes it a sin. So I think it is enough for us to call it a day today. But please don't forget that the Lord is ready and able to help you out of whatever situation that you are into. So trust the Lord with all your strength and shall well to you.